Alright, are we live? Okay, it looks like it. So what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC, for the best reviews wrestling. In your 3-time YWC channel of the year, and I'm back here. It is official Tuesday, January 14th of 2025. So I figure I'd go ahead and make a video while I'm out. I'm going to try to make this quick because it is cold, windy, it's in the 30s, and I can feel it just standing here, and it's snow all around me right on my feet in this field that I'm in. But I figured this is a good spot to make a video. So let's go ahead and do this, shall we? Because I did promise a little while back in a post that I was going to be making this here video, and I figured now is as good a time as any while I'm out. And this camera actually works the best when I'm out and it's sunny like this. So I figured I'd go ahead and make a video here. Like I said, hopefully it won't be a long one. So, as y'all know, we are 2 weeks in to 2025, right? 2 weeks in. Like I said, January 14th. And it seems to me, looking at the grand scheme of things in this country and in the world, it seems to me like not a whole lot has changed in the 2 weeks that we're in 2025. Specifically, I'm talking about women. You see, it is 2025, and women, for the most part, largely, are still the same. They're still trash. They're still largely garbage. Now, let me say this again, because people have a tendency to not listen to me. They have a tendency to just cherry pick things that I say, and they don't pay attention. So let me just say this very clearly. When I say women of this generation are trash and are no good, I don't mean every single one of them. There are a select few good ones out there, just very few and far in between. It's a very, very small number. Like 1 out of 1,000, 1 out of 100,000, whatever the fuck percentage. Like I say, maybe 5%, maybe a little under 5% of the population is actually halfway decent. The vast majority of the women of this generation, and when I say women of this generation, I mean obviously women, if I could give an age range between 18 and 35, somewhere around there. Maybe I'll extend it to 40. Between 18 and 40. That's what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to anybody from the older generation, from the boomer generation, or from the 20th century, whatever. I'm not referring to people in their 50s or 60s or whatever, because they're wired differently. I'm not referring to them. I'm referring very specifically to the women of this era and of this generation. So, for anybody who's going to be watching this video, let it be known that is what I mean. Alright? So, as I was saying before, just had to clarify that because a lot of people like to cherry pick shit that I say. They don't fucking listen. As I was saying, it is 2025 and women are largely the same. Okay? You're still manipulative. You're still superficial. You're still incredibly biased. Incredibly difficult to deal with. You're still as needy and as demanding as you always have been. Clamoring around, like the world owes you everything. Like men owe you everything. And I find it funny how, a lot of these women out here want to talk about how they're strong, independent women, right? They talk about, I hear that quite a bit. Women around here talking, basically patting themselves on the back, talking about, oh, they're strong, independent. Oh, they're such strong, independent women. Oh, I don't need a man. Oh, they don't need a man, right? They don't need men, right? That's what they're spewing nowadays. Oh, I'm strong. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I just find it funny how you say these women say that they're strong and independent and they don't need a man. Well, if that's the case, then why don't you just go out and, I don't know, get an actual job? Why can't you get a real job then? Why do you have to sit here and sell your ass and sell your body on OnlyFans in front of a vast majority of the people on that site, the ones who, pay for that site or go on that site and fucking pay, subscriptions and shit? A vast majority of the people on there are men. And I just find it funny how you claim to be strong and independent, yet you sit around and sell your ass and sell these sexually provocative pictures, photos of yourself, fucking taking your little pictures, poses and shit, and you nude photos and nasty videos and shit, and you do that shit on OnlyFans just to make a quick buck. And here's the kicker: the And here's the kicker, like I said, a vast majority of their subscriber base, or the people who pay for that shit, are men. So you sit here and claim that you're strong, independent women, yet you're doing that shit. Why not go out and get an actual paying job? Why not fucking work like the rest of us? That's what I don't get. And here's another thing. They talk all the time about how they don't need men. Oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But if you don't need a man, why the fuck do they bitch and moan and complain about men all the time? Like I see that a lot nowadays. You got these women who have their accounts on Facebook, for example. I see this a lot on Facebook, on groups that I'm a part of. On Facebook, on Twitter, I'm sure, on Instagram, I'm sure, on Snapchat, all these different social media sites, right? They claim that they're strong, independent women, yet you look on their timeline, literally all the fuck they do is bitch and moan and complain about what men do. Oh, men do this, men do that, oh my God, men are useless, oh, I don't need a man for this, oh, men are all the same, yet they take offense when I say that all women are the same, but, you know, they don't like that thrown back in their face. Oh, men are the same, oh, men are this, men are that, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and they do this 24/7, right? I've literally seen accounts of women bitching and moaning nonstop, constantly, nothing but posts about talking about men, right? Well, if you're so convinced that you're a strong, independent woman and you don't need a man, why don't you shut the fuck up about men then? Fucking do your own thing. What happened to being strong and independent? Why do you need to bring up men? Why do you need to pass off your insecurities and your shortcomings onto men? Talk about men are the same and blah, blah, blah. And even though it's not fucking true, I'm nothing like a lot of these cocksuckers. So, just saying. But you sit here and you talk about men being this and being that, yet you constantly complain. And here's the thing, because I know a lot of these virgin-ass fucking losers, when they see this video, they're going to flock to this video and watch it and say that whatever shit, because they do it all the time. They're still talking about me to this day. They're still bringing up fucking videos I did two plus years ago that I don't even have anymore. I don't even have the channel that those videos were uploaded on anymore. They're still talking about me to this day. Still uploading videos talking about old videos I uploaded that I don't even have anymore, because the channel that I had it on is gone. It got deleted last year. It got taken down last year. I don't even have these videos, and these people are still bringing me up to this day. It is ridiculous. It's like, do you people not have lives? I stated this in the post, by the way, a little while ago. But it's like, these same virgin losers, they're going to come on here, and they're going to project their insecurities onto me, and they're going to say the little shit, and they're probably going to do the little gay-ass, lame commentary videos, because that's all the fucking commentary community is, or I should say, the closeted virgin community, because that's all these motherfuckers are. They're insecure as fuck. They want to pass off they want to project their insecurities onto me, just like women project their insecurities onto the vast majority of men, because that's what they do. And they want to sit here and talk shit about me and stuff just for speaking my mind, just for stating what I'm seeing, just for basically explaining what I'm seeing. It's like, what the fuck is that, you know? And you guys, you want to talk all this shit about what I'm doing, yet you won't call out these women for what they're doing. You want to sit here and talk about how, oh, all you do is complain about women. All you do is talk bad about women. And they're gonna throw their little labels like incel. He's an incel. He's a virgin. He's this. He's that. It's funny how you say that about me, but yet these women can go out here and bitch and moan and complain about men nonstop, like I just explained. Does that make them incels too? Like, if we're using that logic, all these women who bitch about men, who talk about men all the goddamn time, nonstop, even though they claim to be strong and independent and they don't need men, are they fucking incels too? Oh, I forgot. That standard doesn't apply. That logic doesn't apply to them, right? Talk about a double standard, you know? And it's the same shit that I've seen year after year after year after year for, I'd say, at least the last 5 or so years, maybe even longer than that. And it's likely going to get worse. Women are bad. And they're going to get, the thing about it is, folks, that you need to understand, they're likely going to get worse. If that's even conceivable. I mean, look who we got coming into the fucking office in about a week. Look who we got coming. And women are complaining about that. What are you complaining for? You voted for the motherfucker. So that's on you. A vast majority of you voted for this guy. You voted for Trump. So yeah, he's coming in office now. You did that. I didn't vote for him. You did that shit. And then you want to complain about, oh, they're going to take away this, and they're going to take away that, and they're going to take away women's rights. Again, you voted for the motherfucker, so you got to deal with the shit. You voted for these GOP Republican pieces of shit to come in office. That's on you. You got to deal with that shit. And sadly, we have to too. I have to as well. That's the worst case scenario for a working class individual like me. But you motherfuckers don't care about that. But you want to come on here and talk shit about me, about being into... And the damnedest thing about the people in this commentary community shit who do this shit, these guys are honestly the last motherfuckers to be talking about anybody else's looks and anybody else being an incel. These are the most boring, uninteresting, uncharismatic fucktards you've ever seen. Bunch of ugly-ass, virgin fucking losers. Balls haven't even dropped yet, haven't even gone through puberty yet they have the audacity to talk about somebody else. They sit there in their fucking little room that their parents paid for them, because a lot of them still live with their parents, because they damn sure don't work on their own. They damn sure don't live on their own. They sit there at their fucking little desk with a fucking little big ass microphone in front of them, and they're fucking like, hello, I'm going to make a video today. We're reacting to Wrestling Otaku's video because he said some bad things about women, guys. He said some bad things about women, and I need to react to it in my boring monotone voice. See guys, I'm making a video talking about him too. See, I hate Wrestling Otaku too. Please like me. Please watch my video and subscribe to me. Please like me. Please like me. Shut the fuck up. Fuck out of my face, you boring ass fucking loser ass motherfuckers. Fuck out of my face with that shit. Don't be calling nobody else. Here's a piece of advice for you. If you're a fucking virgin yourself and you have not seen pussy since you came out of one, it probably would be best for you to not fucking sit here and talk shit about other people being incels and virgins and all that bullshit. You know? And you can tell. You can tell ain't none of these motherfuckers ever got any sort of pussy whatsoever. At least I've gotten fucking play from women. You don't see me fucking bragging about it. I've mentioned it because I have to make a point to you dumb motherfuckers. So, how about that? How about you keep my name out of your... How about this? How about you, if what I say bothers you so much, don't fucking come to my shit. Stop reacting to my shit. Don't fucking click on my fucking videos. How about that? How about if you disagree, if you don't agree with stuff that I say, don't fucking watch me. Don't click on my shit. But for the love of God, stop fucking bitching and moaning about things that I'm saying, and yet you're sitting here and basically giving me attention. You're giving me traffic. That's fucking counterproductive. If I don't like somebody, if I don't like what somebody says, if I don't like, what somebody stands for, represents, I don't fucking watch them. I don't give them the time of day. Unless I have to bring up stupid shit that they say. Like, for example, JD and his dumb ass. JD for men, that's another story for another time, for those of you who are into wrestling. But other than that, I don't give these people the fucking time of day. So why don't you people do the same with me? If what I say bothers you so much, stop fucking responding to me. Stop watching me. If you don't like, don't watch. It's as simple as that. Anyway, getting back to these women, it's like, you women are you're still so fucking superficial as you've always been, as judgmental as you've always been, as fucking hypocritical as you've always been, and I'm sure some of them are gonna be in the fucking comments of this video, because they fucking always are, or in the comments of other people who respond to me, fucking with their judgmental asses, with their fucking, because these women come on here and act like they're fucking internet armchair psychiatrists, psychologists, and they want to fucking sit here and talk about, and they want to sit here and psychoanalyze all the shit that I say, and they want to, again, project and deflect all their insecurities onto me, and they want to talk about, you talk about how, you hate women so much, it's probably because you got such self-hate. You probably hate yourself. Why don't you work on yourself and and all that bullshit. More projection. First off, let me just say this, because I've seen that comment here and there too in my comment section. It's mostly all comments that are held for review, which is something that people don't realize. I have comments held for review. But let me just explain to you something. You say that I hate myself or it's self-hate. No, not really. Not really. I'm actually quite proud of myself. I think I'm doing pretty well for myself, all things considered. I'm in good with my, I got, supportive family. I'm on good terms with my parents. I'm on good terms with my relatives, my siblings, what have you. I'm in a good spot in my job, at least now. Could I do better? Of course. But it's just, I take what I do what I have to do at this point. I take what I work with what I got. I have to make the most out of what I have right now. And that's what I'm doing. And so I personally think I'm really, just all things considered, again, my life is far from perfect. I'm certainly not saying that, but I'm just saying, in terms of what I've done up to this point, the things that I've been through in the last 5 years and where I am right now, I think I'm pretty satisfied. I think I'm pretty satisfied with myself. I'm pretty happy with myself. I give myself a pat on the back. So all this talk about self-hate, it's all projection. It's all projection. It's all deflecting from a lot of the people saying it. And you talk about hate. I don't hate. Here's the thing you have to understand. I don't hate anything. Hate is such a strong word. I dislike things that I see. I dislike the fact that a lot of you are so hypocritical and so judgmental over other people. I dislike the fact that I go outside and I try to be the upstanding individual that I am, that I was taught to be, that my parents and my grandparents taught me to be. And I basically go out here and I try to do the right thing, and I basically get spit on and shit on by the pieces of shit in this fucking generation. Let's just face facts. This generation has no fucking manners. And this applies to the entire generation. That men, women, fucking non-binary, black, blue, green, yellow, pink, orange, red, fucking summer, fall, winter, whatever the fuck you identify as, whatever you identify as. This applies to everyone in the generation, not just women. But this generation is fucking shit. It's a fucking cesspool because none of you were taught any fucking respect. None of you were taught discipline. None of you were taught any fucking manners. And that's why you act the way you do. Because you don't have any discipline. You never had your ass handed to you by your fucking parents. You're likely your parents never fucking raised you. You weren't raised right. And that's why women act like that. That's why the vast majority of this generation acts like that. I'm not like that. I had fucking discipline. I had respect. I was taught self-respect. I was taught chivalry. I was taught fucking common courtesy. I was taught to respect my elders. I was taught this and that. So that's why I am wired differently than a lot of you. I see things in a different way than a lot of you. But see, a lot of you weren't taught, you weren't given those values. You weren't taught those values. So you come online and you're a piece of shit to everybody. And that's the problem. That's the problem with this generation. And that's the problem with fucking women today. None of you have any respect. None of you have any self-respect. None of you have any dignity. None of you have any sort of morals or values or anything. So you come online and act any kind of way. And then you expect men to fucking give you everything just because you're a woman. Oh, I'm supposed to respect you just because you're a woman. No, my respect is not given. It is earned. I hear that a lot. My respect, if you want me to respect you, how about you try giving some to me first? My respect is earned, not given. If you're respectful to me, if you treat me in a certain way, I will treat you in kind. I'll give you respect back, and I'll give you that civility back, and I'll give you that appreciation back. However the fuck you want to put it. The point is, you respect me, I'll respect you. If you're a piece of shit to me, I'll be a piece of shit to you back. That's how I am. That's how I'm wired. If you're a bitch, if you act like a bitch to me, then I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. Simple as that. I don't understand what's so difficult or what is hard for people to understand about that. Especially you women. You claim that you're so intelligent. You're very, very uneducated. A lot of you a vast majority of you are very uneducated. Or at least you talk, or at least you sound uneducated with a lot of the things you say online. It is what it is. So, I don't know what else to say. It's as simple as that. I said I wasn't going to make this a long video, but I just had to state all that. So, bottom line is this. It's 2025. Women are still the same. They're likely going to get worse. It's likely going to be the same. It's not going to get any better. It's probably going to get worse. And so my suggestion for guys out there, single guys in 2025, I don't know what to tell you. If I were you, I would get my hopes up because these women aren't going to change. You'd be better off waiting for the fembots to release. You'd be better off waiting for fembots, and there's a market for AI girlfriends now. Think about that. That's how bad it's getting. But if I were you, if I were a single man in 2025, I wouldn't even bother. I'd just work on myself. And if you're in a relationship, if you're married, God help you. If you're married or if you're in a committed relationship with a woman, all I gotta say is you better hope she treats you right. You better hope she's a good one. That's all I'm gonna say. You better keep her, because there's not a whole lot of them to go around. So that's really all I gotta say. So yeah, that's all I want to say for this video. It's 2025. Women are still trash. They're still bad for the most part. Not all, but a vast majority of the ones of this generation are bad, and they're likely getting worse. And it's sad, but that's the reality. So that's all I gotta say for this video. Thank you for watching here. Till next time, this has been the rest of Otaku signing off. I'll see you guys later. I'm out for now. Peace.